What if this is all we have? Canterbury, light up the weed, oh yeah. Dad, nothing not there for token. Split for me, a roll bigger than a brown bread.
Yo, what is good? Welcome back to a Shot of Discourse podcast.
We're
2022.
Yes.
We made it.
Yes, first episode of 2022. We made it.
My Lord.
Okay. Right. Thank God for being here. Okay.
I feel like I haven't seen you in a few weeks. Even though people think like we're dropping episodes now. Right. Everybody, if you have not done so, subscribe on Apple, go on Google Podcasts, go on Spotify. We got a few episodes on YouTube.
Yes, we
Please
do.
check out a Shot of Discourse.
Yeah.
Today.
Now. Like right now.
But I feel like I haven't seen you, man. What's going on?
I know. We haven't seen each other in a few weeks. It felt like a longer time than that with Omicron running around.
That's what I was about to say. Omicron shut a lot of things down.
Shut a lot down.
Christmas was a no-go.
Goodness.
He shut down Christmas. New Year's, we were supposed to go to the Poconos.
That didn't happen.
Shut that
so
down
that shut
quick.
that down. So I was in the bed. I didn't even see the ball drop. I was in the bed 8:30. Sleep by 9.
You missed some heat, though. You missed some heat.
I probably did.
So, you know Andy Cohen?
Yes.
He went ham on CNN.
Did he?
Yeah, he was drunk as hell. He had
Not
yo, first of all, shout out Andy. Like, I don't know him, but my wife threw like the Housewives series or whatever. He seemed like a cool dude.
Oh yeah, he's always hosting.
He looked like a but cool guy. But so he was like, they had tequila bottles or like some liquor. They're drinking it right on, giving
on camera.
Yeah, giving Anderson Cooper shots, and he's like, "Oh my God, you know, Anderson Cooper get." And then he's like, they're shooting the ABC New Year's, so he's on CNN. He's shooting ABC down in Times Square, and my man is talking trash about the ABC production. Take a shot at Ryan Seacrest. Well, I don't think he took a shot at Ryan, but he was like the ABC production. Nobody's watching y'all. Y'all trash.
Not y'all trash.
It was hilarious.
I'm glad it was them and not one of us.
What you mean? Oh, but then I think, what is this guy's name? Don Lemon? This dude was twerking on CNN, going crazy in New Orleans.
Come on.
It was a spectacle.
Just when I thought
it was a
was
spectacle.
be civil.
But I was in the house. You were in the house.
Yes, I was in the house.
And then, so we had like, what, 3? I know counting, we had like 3 COVID scares.
Yes. Yeah.
3 of them separately. So how did you fare out? Like, how did you? I
was. Well, actually, I had more because Mara went to her family's.
I forgot about
thing for Christmas, and then her dad's texted me. He's like, "Yo, this one test positive." More than 50% of the people that were there tested positive. She didn't, but I had to take her to go get tested. Bro, we stood in line at urgent care for 5.5 hours. The whole process was 5.5 hours. I was like,
Could've been me.
I was so annoyed.
Could have been me.
I was so annoyed. And I'm like, but everybody was like, all these people were there. And I'm like, oh my God. So we had that scare too. And I was just like, for me, I had like a sniffle, but I wasn't sick. And I'm like, I have allergies too. And it's also cold season.
Dude,
so.
That's what I'm trying. I
like,
don't know what's
too much.
going on. I don't know if I got a cold. I don't know if allergies. I'm congested all the damn time.
Exactly.
So, and then like you said, there's no COVID test.
Right.
Like, not
None.
even, sorry, I don't want to say that. There's no at-home test.
Right.
But there are still PCR tests and all that
Yeah,
stuff
but
available.
you have to go. That's what I'm saying. We went to the urgent care, and they're only like those lines. People are waiting outside those places. If it opens at 8:00, people are there at 7:30.
Yo, yeah.
Waiting. And then once you get inside, like the process for it, that's why it took us 5.5 hours to do the whole thing.
I feel like we're talking about waiting in line for like Beyonce tickets.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm like, yo, we can't. If you feel like you got a cold, you got a cold. It is what it is. Just rock with it. Just let it be what it's going to be, because at this point, it's like it's playing tag. Tag, you're it. You bump a shoulder and you got it.
So the crazy part is I had somebody come to the house and they tested positive, and we was all good. The baby, me, my wife, we were straight. The other 2 people, they unfortunately got tagged up with the Omarion.
Yo,
I can't even say
he
COVID.
did that. Touch.
Dun, dun, dun. Go touch.
Like, what? I'm like, yo, so then when I got the text message from when we all went out, I was like,
damn. Oh, then that happened.
Yeah, I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, so it was just
I was
test,
so mad.
test on test on
Yeah.
test. So y'all gonna see in the last pod we was talking about going out for one of our boys' birthday.
Yeah.
And that was a disaster.
A disaster.
It was fun.
We had fun, but you
was,
get that text
it was a
like,
prime example.
You guys, I just want to tell you. And I'm like.
Didn't that feel like a STD type of text?
I'm like, when he texted me, he was like, so I'm like, bro, why you
Not
texting
saying
me like
that
this?
has never been my experience.
No,
but it was just funny. You get it. So, yo, I got something to tell you.
And I'm like, bro, just get like, why you texting this deep? Just say, yo, I tested positive. You feel me? I just want to let y'all know. Whoop de whoop, because we was together. I'm like, this long drawn out dramatic text. Like I was like, yo.
But I mean, we tested negative. Ain't nothing. Yeah, ain't nothing happened.
I was just more so mad that we didn't get to go to the Poconos. I was looking forward to that.
Look, man, it's shutting down a lot of things.
Yeah.
The cancellation of the Poconos trip has shown me that I hate planning stuff.
But you said this before when we were talking about birthday stuff. You was like, I don't plan. I don't do that.
God damn it, I should have stuck to my guns and didn't want to plan this because people are people.
Yeah, but this wasn't even a people thing.
It was.
Well, I mean,
it was.
You
didn't see what I was having behind the scenes.
No, but you said it. You was like,
God.
okay, people dropping out. All right, cool. But that's why when you do stuff like that, like you gotta. You go in and you invite people that 9 times out of 10.
And I thought I did.
Yeah, well.
I thought I did. Here's the problem. People, Airbnb has certain restrictions. It's like people don't understand. Like, by a certain date, there is a refund issue. Yeah. Right? So we need to know head count.
Right.
So we had the head count. I thought I had some for sure fires. Like, yo, we going, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, it's like, this person dropped, so I found a swap.
Yep.
That worked out.
Yep.
And then it's like 2 people drop, and I'm like, bro, there's a certain amount of bedrooms, a certain amount of cost.
Yeah.
So even with the drop, right? I was like, okay, we'll eat the cost. Right? Me and Ashley will.
Yeah,
whatever.
but y'all shouldn't have to do that.
But just so everybody have a good time.
Yeah.
F it.
Yeah.
We'll whatever. We'll deal with it. So then I think somebody in that group, I think it was like they were like teetering. It's like, yo, like I'm scared of COVID. And they didn't want to tell me that they were scared of COVID. And I'm like.
But if you are that person, if you was that person and you scared of COVID and I catch you outside and doing stuff.
This person wasn't.
Okay, I was about to say, then come on.
This person was like hype about going because they haven't been outside for a while.
Right.
And then it was like the numbers were going up. And then,
like,
when you get that message like, yo, we still doing this? I'm like, yo, you put your money down, fam. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So, this is like I said, the complication that's why I'm like, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to like.
And God forbid you would have did it and didn't invite people. And then it would have been like, well, you ain't invite me and you ain't tell me. And it's like, all right, come on, we got a double-edged sword over here. Like either I invite you and then you don't go, or I don't invite you and then you want to go and then you still drop out.
That's a good conversation. Yeah. So I'm sorry, guys. So the reason why at least I didn't start this podcast with a shot is because my New Year's resolution is not to drink alcohol for a couple months. Well, not a couple months, but like for this month.
Okay.
Did you want to take a shot?
No, I'm not taking a shot.
No,
I wasn't.
You ain't taking a shot?
No, I wasn't going to take a shot either. Like I was trying to not drink either. Not that I drink any all the time anyway, but I'm cool
drink.
with it.
I drink, and I'm going through withdrawals, but so that's why we didn't do it. That's why we didn't do a shot this time. But now going back to what the heck were we saying about the
I said when people you invite them, and they they don't come.
The people that get mad when they're not invited,
exactly.
Right? So I kind of do something where I'm like already pre-selecting the people that
you have to vet.
I want to go, and some people I don't invite because I know your circumstance. You're just not gonna go.
Right.
So is that wrong? Because somebody told me the other day you shouldn't make decisions for people. So
I'm going to say in certain situations, I think that you should allow people to make the decision for themselves and say that they're not going to come.
Okay.
But on the flip side of it, if you know that person and you've been in this situation with them before and you didn't, or you asked them and they drop out, then you like, bro, you did it already. I'm not, okay. So there's no point.
Yeah.
But I always say give people the right to say yes or no. You know, give people the choice to say what they want to do or they don't want to do. And then you got 1, maybe 2 times that I ask you to do something and then you do it and then you drop. I'm not asking you no more. So I don't even care how you feel.
That was kind of my point. I already knew that some people had certain circumstances.
Right.
You dropped before and all that stuff. But
It's not. It doesn't hurt to send like a general, like a mass text to everybody, and then you see who wants to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
nonetheless,
yeah, not
never
happening
again.
Dang.
It's gonna be a very small
Right.
group. Oh
Right.
man, that was stressful, bro.
Yeah.
Thought I broke out in hives. That was when I wanted to
He's a
drink,
Benadryl.
and I did drink. But now, we doing a clean month of January.
Yeah.
Trying to do no alcohol, and my wife, she thinks that I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna prove her wrong.
I mean, you about
It's
9 days
Okay,
in.
don't count my days. Don't do that. Don't count my days.
I'm just saying, you good.
You've been going strong.
You've been doing good for 9 days.
Yeah,
That's
we
cool.
going
9 days
strong.
sober. You gotta.
I'll tell you the hardest
appreciate
days are Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, that's
no, Friday and Saturday.
when you're not working and you want
I
to
feel
just
like, I should be like
take a
turning
drink.
up or something like
Right.
that.
I mean, you can always turn up without drinking though.
Tell me how does that work?
I do it all the time.
Yeah, explain that to me.
It's just literally the adrenaline. Like, I don't have to be drunk. I can act drunk, but I don't have to take a lick of liquor to have fun.
What does that look like?
It looks amazing. You
No,
should
what
try
do
it.
you mean fun? What is that?
Like if we like, oh yeah, we about to go out. All right, cool. I'm gonna go out. I don't have to drink when we go out. I'ma still dance. I'ma still laugh. I'ma still have fun. I'ma still do everything that I would do with liquor without liquor.
So I know I'm not dancing without alcohol
well,
because
okay, so
the
that's-
problem with here's what alcohol does for me. For people that know me, makes me very jovial. I'm a
Yes.
very like
Yes.
fun type
Right.
person when the liquor hits.
Yes.
I joke, but I could joke and shoot the breeze like without the alcohol.
Right.
The problem is I get agitated in the club atmosphere if I'm sober. People are bumping me, all that type of stuff is happening. So
Right.
that's why I'm like, I need something to drink because I'm gonna fight somebody.
But but I also feel like you wouldn't go to those places if you know you're not going to drink. You're not going to be in a crowded club.
What you mean? This could happen at a bar, any place.
I mean, yeah, it could, but you're going to. I mean, you are different. Like you said, you know that you need to, in order for you to mellow out and be calm, you have to have the liquor. Me on the other side, on the other part of it, I don't like. I just want to go out for the vibe, for the fun. I don't need to drink because I'm gonna watch everybody else drink and act a fool, and I'm going to be perfectly fine with that.
I envy you.
I'm gonna be fine.
Your life must cost so much cheaper than mine.
Yeah, yeah.
I need shots. I just need something.
Now I might take like if we go like I always do that. Like if we go somewhere and it's like, all right, we all gonna take like a celebratory shot. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll take the one shot, and I'm like, all right, that's it. I don't got to do everything else. And then sometimes it's like I'm going to drink, and I'm gonna drink till I don't want to drink anymore. But I always also know my limits too.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, you see me at my worst.
Yeah.
You seen me when I did a
And
little too
and
much.
you've seen me at mine multiple times. So here we are. But you know, I say that to say you don't really need it if it adds an extra. For me, it adds to it. It adds to my already.
And for me, it's just
you
me.
need it because you gonna knock some shit
It's
over.
me.
You gonna flip the table if
Yep.
it's just I get it.
and people say stupid stuff.
right.
I'm
You like, but again, remember you're probably talking to drunk people.
no. Well, yeah, you probably right.
See, so you're
probably
sober, so now you're talking to a drunk person. If you were drunk, that same comment wouldn't bother you.
It
It would go over your head. You'd be like, "Oh yeah, bro, that's fucking crazy." And I'm looking at
You
y'all
gave
like,
me the
what
white boy
fuck?
voice. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I don't do. Come on, man. That's how I am. That's how you
Just saying,
perceive
now
me.
I'm just saying, like when you get when you
Damn.
get drunk, have you ever listened to yourself
Hell
talking?
no. I'm in action.
I was on my Snapchat the other day, and I was recording videos when I think we were at Tamar's gender reveal.
Okay.
And I recorded myself and I was drunk. I was like, wow, I actually sound like I'm Spanish. Like this is crazy. This is what I sound like when I'm drunk. This is how people know that I'm drunk because this is crazy. So that's why I was asking, like, have you ever
Nah, I don't think.
yourself?
I mean, I watch videos and people
Yeah.
have videos of me, and I just think it's
You
hilarious.
are fucking hilarious.
I just think it's hilarious.
You really just be talking and I just be like, okay, he's gone. He's
My
gone.
conversations are fire.
I'm not saying the conversations
My
aren't
drunk
fire.
conversations are.
They
fire.
are absolutely fire. But I'm just like, yeah, you know when you're drunk. Like you can tell when
And then,
when
but
it's over.
I don't like when obviously nobody likes when they drink too much. So
Yeah.
for the past couple weeks, it wasn't even like I drank too much. It's just mixing and all these different things,
Mm-hmm.
and like I very seldomly throw up. For 2 weekends back to back, Erlin. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Time to take a break.
Yeah.
So my New Year's resolution right now, for the month of January, probably like up until Valentine's Day, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna go no alcohol and just hold it down.
I'm with that.
What about you?
Yeah.
Have you taken part of the foolishness of the New Year's resolution?
I actually did. I did this way before the New Year's. I just literally, the resolution is for me to just focus on me. And I said that I want to save.
Oh, so
okay. My goal.
I'm about to say, are you doing the black woman focus on me, new year, new me, escalation?
No.
We stepping over niggas.
Right, it's definitely a new year, new me type of thing, but I mean that in the aspect of the way the last 6 months of 2021 went. I'm like, I want to be completely different than that. So that's what I mean. But my New Year's resolution is really to I really want to save. I'm really trying to save $10K.
Dope.
10K. So amongst not drinking, I'm not going to drink either, but.
Not the whole year though.
No.
Yeah, we back at it.
Right. I'm gonna go see how I go from. I'm gonna see how I go from January. I think that Valentine's Day is a good time to say, okay, cool, Valentine's Day, and I'll drink on Valentine's Day, and then after that, if I decide to, after that, whatever.
So I'm glad you brought up the New Year's resolution of savings, because I think that's a very important thing for us to do as a people, as a culture. And sometimes we can't stick to New Year's resolutions or goals like that. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes when we have I'll tell you, back when I was living in the 1-bedroom apartment in Jersey, and I wasn't as financially affluent as I am now,
financially free.
Yeah, right. So don't put me out there.
DebtFreeDeem.
So
follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, please. So the big thing it was when I was saving, I didn't really have a goal that motivated me, and it was put this money down, and I didn't have nothing important where I didn't touch the money again. Mm-hmm. So what's kind of energizing your goal, and what? I
think because I've been making excuses for so long with saving, I wasn't good at it. Yeah. Budgeting, don't know how to do it, but I'm I want to be more intentional with it. Mm-hmm. So I'm I've been seeing on TikTok they have this envelope challenge where you can save $10,000 in 100 days.
Okay.
So you number these envelopes 2 to 200. You pick one every day, and the amount that you pick on the front of the envelope, you put it in the envelope and save it. So I'm
every day?
Yeah. So again, but you kind of make it to how you fit. So if I pick a $200 envelope on this day and I don't have it, I would just make that for the week. I'll make that my weekly goal. So it's all right, I can break it down and do maybe $25, $50, or whatever. But by the end of the week, have $200.
Okay.
But you can kind of finesse it how you need to finesse it based off of your financial situation. Mm-hmm. But I'm I just really want to see if I can do it. It's not even if I don't save the $10,000, I want to see that I can save money, because I don't spend money, but I'm not taking it out.
It's just going somewhere.
Yeah, my money is in the account. So all my bill money is in my bill money, but there's nothing tangible for me to be okay, cool.
Got it.
So now I'm that's the challenge for myself, to really budget and really.
Can you? So I think, I said, first, the concept of saving, it's hard for a lot of us. It was hard for me. And I didn't have a motivation. What's driving you to do this, first of all?
Because I never did it.
Okay.
So that's why I'm that's the driving force. And it's I'm watching all of y'all around me. Okay. Kind of do it. So that's the motivation. My friends are doing it. They've been doing it. Y'all have been telling me to do this, and I didn't do it, but now I'm listening. So now it's all right, it's time to stop playing. Yeah. You let a whole nother year pass you by.
That's true.
And you
That's
broke.
true.
To me, it's you're broke. So now we're not going to do that.
That was important, because I think we talked about this before. In the pandemic, I feel this is a perfect time for all of us to calm down, reduce our spending, and just keep the excess ready for when things open back up.
Right.
If you want to travel. If you want to buy a property, buy a property.
Right.
In particular, I don't care what people do.
Yeah.
But as long as they understand that first, your retirement is your biggest thing to increase.
Yes.
And then your saving, and then investing is something that's going to give you money that you love to do. That's number one.
Yeah.
So going back to your goal, or your kind of your New Year's resolution, you got 100 days. Have you kind of charted out your budget for the 100 days? So that's a month. That's 3 months and a half.
Right. So no, I didn't. So that's what I was going to do tonight. Literally sit down, write down all of my my expenses and my checks, and see how much I can, where I can do this, and if I'm going to be able to do it every day. I might not be able to do it every day, so it might not be in 100 days. It might take me 9 months to save the 10K, but the goal is to save 10K no matter how long it takes me to get there.
Awesome. Yep.
That's the goal, to save that 10K, and I could do whatever I need to do with it at the end of it, I could pay my car off.
Okay.
So that's one less thing that I got to worry about. And if I can see that I can do that, then that'll motivate
Everything
me to continue.
will be
I'll
fall
start
off.
doing that. So that next thing is to pay off student loans. So when I save that $10K, put that towards whatever student loans that I have to kind of start chopping that stuff so that I can be debt free.
I think that's dope, man. I think like just even having that conversation with yourself to understand like where the hell's all this money going that I'm making and all that stuff like that.
Right.
Have you ever looked at your week and been like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not a crazy spender, but like you buying little things here and there, that stuff add up. Going to Target.
That's what I'm about to say. What's one of the biggest surprises you saw?
Food. And like I said, going to Target to buy little stuff. Like it's like, yo, I just bought groceries or I bought freaking tissue or not even tissue, like little stuff for me. And I'm like,
yo, my sister, infamous with her grocery bill. She'd be like, I spent, what'd she say? Like $500, $600 a month on groceries. I'm like, yo, it's just you.
How?
And a toddler.
Are you eating out grocery? Like,
nah, she's like, she does her cooking thing on Instagram and she throws down, but I'm like,
I gotta follow her.
Yeah, I got you. But and then I think she does things with makeup that might be a little bit pricey.
Well, is she off? But is she, when she buys that money, is she using it for her business?
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
Wow, come on, sis. What's happening?
Yeah, she'll hear this. Yeah,
sis, come on. What's
but
up?
now, like, that's what is crazy to me. Like, so even back then when everybody was like, yo, how'd you do it? My thing was, I try to take things that I can control and bring them down. So, like, the biggest thing was gas every month. Food was definitely one of them. So I would challenge myself. I am not going to go out to eat for this whole time. Yeah. And I was good at that because, you know me, I'd be chefing it up in the kitchen and like all this other stuff like that. I didn't go to lunch. I didn't order nothing. Like if Ashley wanted to go out, we would go out. Right. And that was about it. And she was on the plan too. So it was like dope that we didn't do any of those things.
I think like the fact that you have an accountability partner too, like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's on this, it makes it easier. I have a child, a 14-year-old.
Yeah, it's hard to be accountable with her.
I could say, okay, I'm not eating out, but she's going, she's a kid. Oh, mommy, can I get some pizza? And I'm like, oh, pizza's $1 a slice, whatever. No, she wants a box of pizza.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you buying a box of pizza?
So that I had to tell her the same thing. I said, listen, mommy's broke, and I'm saying this, my bills are paid, but not, but I'm saying,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
We're not eating out. I can't.
Is it the pizza though? Cause I feel like pizza's cheap. Like, and then
but it's other stuff. Just not even just pizza. Like she eats like a grown man. So when we're eating out, it's a smooth $30. Yeah. And I'm like, nah, sis, you gonna have to use your own money to buy. Like, what's happening?
You have to start paying rent.
And on top of that, like, I have to learn how to cook different dishes too. Mm-hmm. Because that's another thing. Like, you get tired of eating the same thing.
That's what I was about to say. Like, so I started realizing, like, just doing, like, if you go on YouTube, there's ways to do copycat meals. So, like, if you want to do Chick-fil-A or Chick-fil-A sauce, like, actually be like, I want Chick-fil-A. So I'll go in the kitchen, shuffle up a little Chick-fil-A sandwich, make some homemade fries. So I would do stuff like that. Yeah, and then homemade flatbread pizzas and stuff like that. So cheap.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. That's what I really have to be intentional with. We're doing is cooking. It's a little harder being on a night shift. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes like I'll try to cook before I have to go into work, but it's like I'm trying to make a dish that can last, especially if I got to work 2-3 days in a row. Yeah. Trying to make sure it's a dish that's going to last for us. But
so one thing that you said was like night shift. Mm-hmm. You know what I noticed a lot that we do, and it kind of happened on a episode that we did before. In our mind, we make an excuse.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say I just made an excuse.
Ain't that crazy?
That's an excuse. It is.
Like, why does our brain
go
to that?
And I know I've been doing it. Like I said, y'all have talked to me about this stuff a long time ago, and I just really have been making a whole bunch of excuses.
Well, I mean, it's not just you. Like, I'll have the same thing.
I don't know. We always find a reason to say, okay,
even
we
drinking.
Can't do it.
I'm like, yo, my daughter's birthday coming up. I need a drink. I'm like, what? What did you just say?
My daughter's birthday
I'm vulnerable on this pod. In my brain, I really said my daughter's birthday coming up.
Take a shot.
I gotta drink
for baby.
And it's like she's one.
Right. She doesn't.
You could be sober, and I'm like, okay, I will do that. I will be sober for my daughter's birthday. That does not make sense, Kadeem.
I don't know why our brain automatically
but our brain just goes to the negative.
Yeah.
So now, okay, so this is what I want us to do, and let's be each other's accountability partners, right?
Yes.
Whenever we have these like ideas, and then we do that click is like, yo, I can't do it because of this. Call it out.
Yeah, like what you mean
you
can't
do anything in this world, bro?
Try, bro. You ain't even try yet. You talk about you can't do it. You ain't try.
Yo, and to be honest with you, back in the day, all right, so like, I'll tell you how crazy my schedule was. I would drive, so Friday from DC, I would drive, it would be like 5 o'clock, rush hour traffic, drive to Jersey, and then Ashley she'd make like some food, and then that would be my Saturday dinner.
Right.
We chill out the weekend, and then I'm going back to DC either Monday or Tuesday, and I'm doing a 3 a.m. drive back to DC straight to work. But in that time, I would make like, I would put like either make a roaster chicken or make chicken breast, and then roast like a whole bunch of those in the oven. Have like either rice or potatoes already made, broccoli. Now it's gonna be a little bit difficult because you have your daughter and she wants a variety of different foods.
Right.
But like that bulk cooking could help. Yeah. Or like just saying like, what am I gonna do from Monday to Wednesday and then Thursday to Friday? And that's what
I said. I'm also trying to expand her palate because she's a very picky eater and she don't really eat too many things. So I have to definitely figure it out because I'm literally making like the same dishes because I'm like, all right, I gotta appeal to what she wants. But I'm like, let's try something different.
You know, I didn't even think about like, so we talk about like the negativity in your mind and stuff like that, but the other thing is like, you do have your daughter, and like, you know, I would love for, you know, single moms to kind of hear that there is a possibility of budgeting and getting the money right. But like, what do you think are, from your perspective, like what are the hurdles that you're experiencing that you could talk through?
For me, I feel like I want to get another job, but you don't want to take all that time away from your kid. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I already work overnight, which is fine because she's sleeping. But that's 3 nights out of a week. But then when I come home after my night shift, I'm asleep all day. If I have to go back to work, I'm definitely sleeping till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I'm getting up to go back to work. So I didn't even see my child. Okay. So I think sometimes you get in the mindset of, I'm missing out on my child. You know, and for a single mom, you don't want to do that. Some of those years that you miss out on are very intricate years. And as a mom, you're just like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be there. You know, but on the flip side of it, it's sacrifice too. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we got to sacrifice these, and you sit down, you have a conversation with your child, and you say, listen, mommy is about to do this for X amount of time. For a little while. Yeah. You might not see me. I'm still here, but I'm working to make sure that you're okay. Yeah. And now Mara's older, you know what I'm saying? She's 14 now. So I'm like, I don't think that that's an excuse for me anymore. Yeah. So I have to figure out, you know, try to get another job on top of working, and then being a single mom and taking care of a child. You got to make sure you're able to balance all of that. And it's a lot. Yeah. I think one of the things that, so my mom, she had 3 kids, obviously. And, you know, she was a single mother. The things that like, I kind of want to break down is like, when I looked at it and she was working like crazy hours and stuff like that, I never like felt bad that she was gone. I just felt like for me, I got to help the situation. Yeah. So I like never feel guilty about what you're doing, but I was always like, oh, mom's gone. So, okay, let's clean up. My sister was like putting the food up for her when she come home, and like, and this is young. This is like, we was like 9, 10, and like she needs to take the food out the fridge and make sure it was defrosted. I'm washing the clothes and all that stuff. We were taking care of my little baby sister, so like we had the system. So I never want like single moms to feel like they're not spending time with their child. Right. It's a sacrifice, but what I do want people to understand is that you can't allow new expenses to take away time from your child. That's true. So let me break that down. So sometimes like you'll get like Christmas will come around, right? Christmas just passed. Yep. And a mom will break their neck to get the new Xbox, the new PlayStation, the new Game Boy, blah, blah, be in a little bit of credit card debt. And then that debt and interest carry out months and months into the summer. Now you got hit with, if, you know, what's it called? You got to worry about maybe summer camp, daycare, then going back to school. So now just the bills are just piling up. Sometimes you got to just know the limit and say, yeah, we can't do this. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta know the car's not the right decision to make.
Yep.
Sometimes you gotta know this ain't the right either house or apartment, because as the expenses go up, now you gotta work so much more.
Yo.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rather than say, yo, 4-6 months, we just gonna shut it down.
Yeah.
Like,
just go hard.
bare bones.
Yep.
Stack this bread.
Yeah.
And then be in a better situation later on so that the kids could be good.
Right.
Like, I never, it was crazy, man. I never understood, like, when I found out what Jordans cost and then my mom was making them, buying them, I was like, listen, woman.
Don't buy them.
Are you insane?
Right.
Like, I'm there counting at the house.
And
like,
you got more than one kid. You got 3 of them and you buy, because when you buy one, you got to buy all.
I couldn't wait until I think I was like 15, 16 when I got a job, and I was like, Mom, stop. Like, don't buy me
But see,
nothing.
the good thing is you had siblings. I'm an only child. So for me, my mom was a single parent too.
Mm-hmm.
But when I look back at it, when I was cheerleading or doing things, my mom couldn't come.
Oh, yeah, that was
so but for me, that meant something. Now you look at it and you're like, dang, I wish she could have been there. I understood why my mom was, working. I've been working since I was 14 years old to help my mom, but I never want my daughter to feel how I felt. So that's why, I'm like, okay.
That's fair. That's
but
fair.
I'm like, at this point, she's in high school now.
Yeah.
I ain't miss a game. I done went from 5 years old when she played everything. I was there. I'm like, all right now, bro.
That's what I'm saying. There's only certain amount of practices and stuff.
And she's not putting pressure on me. Like when she found out like the stuff for travel nursing and I told her how much money I could make, she was like,
girl.
She was like,
Ma, you better go make that money.
She's like, so are you going to go? And I was like, I'm going to give myself time because I wasn't ready. Again, making another excuse. I felt like I wasn't ready as a nurse. I'm like, but I'm definitely, that's a goal for me. You could stay here with your dad or you could stay with your grandmother. However, we'll figure it out. I'm like, but I need to pay these loans off because I need to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be okay.
The faster you get like a good $300 off, like for an expense, whether it's a car payment, a student loan, credit card, bro,
you feel better.
Easier life.
When that stuff ain't, I was always of the mindset I don't like that stuff lingering over my head. That's why I don't only have one credit card. One credit card. That's it. I don't even go nowhere near maxing it. I barely use it because I don't want to. Because I feel like if I can't afford it, I shouldn't have it.
Okay.
But everybody doesn't operate like that. When they giving that stuff out like water, they're going to take it.
Yeah.
Because one thing they're going to do is they're going to take it and they're going to charge it and they're going to be like, I'm not paying it.
Yeah.
I'm not of that mindset.
No, me neither. Yeah.
Because there's things that I want to do.
It just avalanches in chaos.
Yeah. And then I'm like, now I'm filing bankruptcy. Nah, I'm good. No, thank you.
Like I said, I just feel like we got to start getting to the mindset of first paying ourselves.
Yes.
So that's where the savings come in and just making sure that we can do that. But I think that where we get in trouble, at least where I got in trouble, was I didn't really calculate all my expenses of what I do. Yeah. So like I would have my budget, I'm all tight and everything like that, I move, and then like, you go out with the fellas and it's like, okay, we all getting rounds of shots and that's like
you just blew your budget.
And then you now it's like, oh, we're going to Philly to get some cheesesteaks. Damn, that's another 25. Boom. And then next weekend, you didn't budget none of your nights going out. No. And then you're like, yo, I thought I was going to save $350 this month, and it just all go away.
I think you're right. We don't put that stuff in there. That little stuff like going out, like, and then also we don't have tangible cash. Mm-hmm. Like I use my card. So if I had cash, I can only spend what I have.
You know what I used to do?
That's it.
And y'all gonna kill me because I used to feel like I gotta control myself. So if I go to the bar, I would have maybe $40. Okay. So because if I go to a club, that's gonna be $20 admissions. I don't mind paying the admission. And then I would have the shooters, like the nips, in my pocket. Because I ain't buying no alcohol. Oh yeah, we getting around.
Or you pregame before you go out.
No.
No? Okay.
No. I want them to understand.
Put them in your pocket.
Get the nips. I got the nips, right? So then I get like a little a Red Bull, or like they'll give me like I'll ask for some seltzer or club soda. Pour my little vodka in there, my tequila, or if it was something brown, mix some Coke. And then I got my drink. So now when I started hacking stuff, I'm like, oh, yo, I could go out and not spend no bread.
That's amazing. That's
what
a
I'm
gem.
trying to tell you.
You just
they're not gonna do that. No. Me and if Delonte ever watches this, he's gonna die laughing because every time he's like, yo, bro, we about to get turned up. And I'm like, hold on, player. Let's do it right now.
Right, exactly.
So I would have like eight of them on me.
I think it's also
$10
because they don't have the stuff that y'all be drinking in nips. Like some people.
Are you crazy?
Some people, they don't have 1942 in a nip. They don't. I'm just what I'm saying. So you get when people they don't have. I'm sure they don't have. I don't know if they have Don Julio.
You better dial down your drinking expectations.
Y'all, listen. Dial down your drinking expectations.
All right, I want to say 1942.
But I'm just saying that's why
we not. First of all, I hope people. I mean, if you got 1942 money, spend your 1942 money.
But they don't.
But back
really
then it was like I was getting out of debt, so it was Bacardi, the Captain Morgan shooters. They had Jameson shooters, Henny shooters.
They had Henny shooters?
Yeah, Henny shooters was like $2.50.
And Henny is the black
Thank
people.
You. So it'd be like 4 of them in them joints.
That's smart. That's smart.
It was like
smart.
Yo, it's $10 a drink. I'm getting it's $2.50 in my pocket.
Yeah.
So now when I'm dancing and then just make sure the bouncers ain't looking at me. Then it's like.
Because that's another thing. Like I was getting ready to say, how did you get in with them patting you down with that?
Shoes. They were in the shoes.
How did you fit them in your shoes?
I just would I would put them like
upside down, the skinny part, like put the neck of the bottle, turn it upside down type of thing.
Either they would sit on the side right here if I was wearing long pants, or I would put them in the shoe where the heel goes. So like I could put 2 of them in there and then 2 of them in the other heel.
Yo, you are a genius. Because
people might call me cheap. But I think it's genius.
I think that's genius. You call it what you want to call it.
Now, guys, don't abuse it so that when I still do it to this day. And when I try to do it, they patting down and taking niggas' sneakers off.
Telling you to take your shoes off.
But yeah, that's what I would do.
Oh,
so
wow,
now I'm going out and now I'm not spending money on liquor.
Yeah.
And now the other thing was the food. And it wasn't really a way to go around it. Like I'd probably have like something in the car to eat or whatever. But the late night food still was like a thing. But I felt better because I didn't spend $80 on shots and drinks at the club.
I think the thing for me is I'm just not going to go out.
But
I'm whack. I know. That's why I'm like, that's not possible. When your friends have stuff, you want to go.
But you know what's unfair? Like we said earlier, you don't drink. Right. So what's your expense when you go out?
I don't have one.
So you going out for free? That's what women get to do. Y'all get to go out for free.
Who knew? Okay.
It's ladies' night. Dudes buying you drinks. Like every time we go out, we gotta spend something. So there should be no excuse.
I mean, now when you going out like that, but if you going out with your girlfriends and y'all like doing dinner and stuff like that, then you gotta spend money.
That is where I've been telling you need to chill out. That's where the pocket go. I see y'all on Instagram.
Or going to brunch. Like if we go to brunch, we paying for that.
Brunch at the house.
That's
Why y'all don't do brunch at the house?
I don't know.
You know what I did? Well, I didn't do it. But another hack, but y'all too bougie for this. In Jersey, Jersey diners are BYOBs?
All of them?
If they don't have a bar, it's a BYOB.
You're lying. Since when?
You mean forever?
I never
knew
Me
and my boys used to go to Star Diner in Stratford, New Jersey.
I never knew that.
And we used to bring like 12 packs in there. And they were for the first time I did, I felt a little weird.
See my mouth is wide open because I just never knew this.
Brought this stuff in there. They had the whatever the lunch specials was. You get soup, salad, dessert, the entree. Eat like kings, drinking. Leave. We drunk, turned up.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And then even they open late night. That's why I love Jersey.
Yeah, I love diners. Don't get me
24 hours. So now check. If y'all wasn't boozing, y'all could probably get a little Bluetooth speaker.
Now this boy is trying to turn the diner into
Bluetooth
a club.
speaker.
Now they probably gonna be like, all right, now y'all doing a little bit too much.
Y'all bring your own champagne. Or all y'all gotta do is order some food.
I am going to try that. Not the speaker, guys. I'm not gonna be ghetto and bring a speaker in the diner.
Or y'all
try
all
to turn
have
it into
headphones and y'all on the same frequency.
All right, now you dragging it. Like
I thought I was genius.
No, now he dragging it out a little too much. But I'm definitely glad that you told me that because I did not know that.
No, but on a serious note, like I said, like there's alternatives to do things, and then the biggest thing that's going to deter people from budgeting and saving money is like you feel like you're not yourself. You feel like you're not living life. Like,
but that's the point.
And then it feels bad that you're saving money, right? Not
or that you can't go
to
stuff like you're telling people.
That's what I'm saying.
People you can.
I'm budgeting. It's a punishment. No, like go out, have fun, but figure out ways to do that without spending bread.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because
I always be like, I feel bad when if I'm like, oh, I can't I can't afford that right now. It's not in my budget. So if somebody's doing something, it's like, oh, I can't go. It's like
brunches.
Oh, I don't feel.
I'm telling you.
Well, I mean, whatchamacallit, Omicron and COVID kind of killed brunches anyway. So now you kind of.
From what I see on Instagram, they flying 2 brunches.
Well, for me and my friends. For me and my friends, it's not
brunches.
as much. We haven't been like brunching as much as
Yeah, I feel
normal. And then sometimes you just do this. If people like you have a house, you can just come to the house and we can just do it that way too.
Yeah,
but
I think like I said, we all just want to hang out with our friends, right?
Yeah.
So what this has shown us, or COVID or anything, is like, do things at home. We don't need to go places, pay the $5 toll,
I
Philly,
agree.
$25 parking and all that stuff. Just bring the people here.
That's why I really want to get a house too.
Yeah.
Like that's a goal. I really
motivation.
That's motivation. Yeah. 10K. I wanna get a house so that I can have stuff like that. Like finally make my own traditions. Like, yo guys, we gonna have Friendsgiving, or we gonna have whatever at my place. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna host and I want you guys to come. Just come kick your feet up. But I got everything. So that's the goal.
Well, don't do that. Because I feel like when you come to my crib, y'all come, you be bringing stuff.
Yeah,
so,
but y'all always gonna bring something.
Yeah.
That's y'all not ghetto like that. Please don't be ghetto and go places and come empty-handed. Like I don't care if it's a baby shower. You don't go somewhere empty-handed. You just bring something. So
I had to learn that. I didn't know about that.
I mean, men, y'all don't care. Y'all don't think about.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, y'all don't think about.
No one taught me.
Yeah, no.
Until you get a woman in your life and she's like, we ain't gonna bring that.
You're not going empty-handed. We're gonna either at least bring a bottle or a dish or something.
We like, you didn't tell me to bring nothing.
Right. Exactly. You didn't say nothing, so I'm not gonna spend money and bring nothing. Like, no. You don't come to someone's home empty-handed. So
I hope that even in your journey and what you're doing with the 10K, awesome goal. I think as long as you got a huge motivation,
yes,
right, and don't punish yourself. Do things, but think of creatively how to do that. Like, even if over the next weeks, of course, if everybody tests negative, have the girls over and then do your DIY, brunch. You know what I'm saying? Have your ladies over, y'all chop it up.
Yeah.
Have some mimosas and stuff like that. Get the passion fruit flowing.
We actually have a pajama party to go to this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, tomorrow is having a pajama party. Ladies pajama.
Oh yeah. My wife did tell me about that.
That's gonna be fun.
So what am I gonna do?
So we going.
I got a babysit.
That's a makeshift.
No. I'm not. It's not babysit.
So what? Thank you. Please.
It's not babysit.
Please stop saying that you're babysitting your child. You're not babysitting your child.
I'm not babysitting my child.
You are on daddy duty or mommy duty.
Isn't it the same thing?
That's not babysitting.
I will be spending time with my daughter. Yes. We're gonna have our own pajama party.
Exactly. There you go. Get matching PJs.
No.
Get it.
Crazy.
Come on.
I'm not one of those guys, man.
Oh my God.
I'm not one of those guys. I'm taking Instagram pictures, matching PJs with my daughter. Get out of here.
First of all, I didn't even go that far and say you got to take matching pictures. I didn't say that.
It's getting soft out here. It's getting real suspect out here.
You're going to be there.
Who?
You were going to be there.
You have
a daughter. You are going to be soft. It ain't hit you yet. You're going to find yourself watching something and be like, what the hell? Why is my eyes watch?
No, I do get like that, but what I'm saying is like,
if your daughter asks you to do something, you're going to be ready to do it with her.
Yeah.
So that's the soft part.
I'm not matching pajamas. She got to know there's certain limitations.
Kids don't have limitations.
Like, okay, she's going to be like, Daddy, you want to be a princess with me?
And you going to
oh, yeah, chato. But my nut dress like girl. What do you mean? I don't care how progressive the world gets.
I get it.
You could cancel me.
You can cancel me as their dad. She gonna cancel you as her dad?
Nah, people, man, I'm not dressing up like no princess.
Oh my God.
You be the princess and the warlock or the princess and the king.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, there you go.
I wasn't saying going that far, but I mean,
this dude's dressing in princess.
They are, and listen. I commend you guys for being able to do that. You are standing in your masculinity. That's what your baby girl wanted you to do.
You gonna
perfectly
do
fine.
the PC answer?
There you go. Cool. No judgment here. If I was a man, would I do it? Dress up in a dress? Probably not. I don't know, but. You know, I'm saying matching pajamas is not.
Damn, you got me thinking now, boy. She
might if she get makeup, she's going to want to paint your nails.
That's fine. That's fine.
So you gonna let her paint your nails, but you won't put a dress on?
Yeah.
She gonna put glitter on your nails, probably put makeup on your eyes, and then what? You okay with that?
Wash it off. No one knows what happened.
So again, but even if you put a dress on, nobody.
So
knows
now you throw extra. You like to do that all the time. You said nails, and then now you got me. Wearing eyeshadow and all this stuff. I didn't say that. Nah, stop. If she want to do my nails and she want to do something like that, do your thing.
Yeah, but you just
don't put eyeshadow on me, glitter on my face, blah blah blah. I'm sorry. Go get your mom. Okay. And then guess what? I'll buy a doll that she could do all that crap to.
That's true. But
what the heck, you daddy beautician on me? You ain't baby esthetician kid. Get out of here.
I can't even get out what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
You are hilarious.
I'm on one. No, that's crazy.
I know, but I'm just saying. I only said that because you were like, you won't put on a dress. So when I brought up nail polish, you like, you'll let her polish your nails. Nobody is going to see
slide that. Okay,
nobody's going to see you in a dress if you don't.
And then I thought about it. Then nobody's going to see me in the makeup. That's why I was like, I'm not doing that.
But nobody's going to see you in it.
Too far.
But because originally you was like, oh, I could just wash it off.
You added it in there, and I had to call you out.
Yeah, I heard him say he could wash the makeup off,
and I'm editing it because you slid that in there. I'm like, hold on, whoa. Eyeshadow? No, we not doing
He's
that.
retracting his statement.
Lip gloss and all them type of things, man. Like I said, if dads do that,
what you do behind closed doors with your children, nobody is going to know.
Don't say it like that. That sounds sick.
Oh no! Oh my God, guys!
Disgusting.
You are crazy. Why are you doing that?
Ew.
That's not what I meant. First of all, if you take it there, you're a fucking sick bastard.
You said it.
That's not what I said. That's not what I meant.
Yes, this is
what you do with your daughter, as in like dressing up, playing
stop
makeup.
It.
I'm done. That's it. Next.
What you do with your daughter's your own business.
Oh my God.
No, don't say that, man.
Do not listen to this man because he's trying to pin me out to be this person. And guys, that's not what I meant.
Sick.
That is crazy. That is crazy. All because you said you was going to let her put makeup on and then try to retract it. When we play this back, he's going to hear himself say, yeah, she could put eyeshadow. I'm going to just wash it off. She could polish my nails. I'm going to just wash it off.
Because you ever, like, somebody ever just slid an extra teeth and you like, yeah, I'll do that. And you like, oh.
I do this
and that's
to
why
him
I say
all
in this, I was like, yo, no. Let's go back and edit that. She could do my nails. But there has to be some type of, because your daughter see you in a certain light.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
yeah.
Princess Deem? Mm-mm.
When they have tea parties and stuff like that.
We'll do a tea party, but it's a dude coming to it's me. I'm coming to the tea party.
Okay.
Her mom could come to the tea party. They have Princess Queen time.
That's absolutely true. But I'm just saying, kids are like, when you see stuff on social media.
I'm about to get eat up about these comments, boy. They about to eat me up.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
We'll see.
It is what it is.
We'll see.
Again, but have fun with your kids.
How you feel about the pod, man? I want to talk to you about what's going on.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it. It's bringing light where there was a lot of darkness. So it gives me something to look forward to. Yeah. So for me, it's great.
How you feel about the reception, like people kind of receiving what we talking about?
So from what I've been told, like a lot of my friends are either DMing me or they're texting me and they're like, yo, it's dope. Like, I love that for y'all. Like, you guys, you have a great chemistry. One of my friends he was like, yo, I listened to it. He was like, y'all have great chemistry. He's like, dope. I don't even know Kadeem. He was like, but he seemed like a stand-up guy. I said he is. All right, nice. So from the feedback that I'm getting, everybody likes it.
Yeah, I a lot of the questions, or not questions, but I got the same thing. Our chemistry is good. We flowing and all that stuff. They love the pod, love what we talk about. Yes. But one of the things that like I want the goal of the podcast to be is to make sure that we're uniting like the black male energy and the female black energy. Yes. And at least like, because there's so much online about like
a divide. It's a divide.
I don't know what's going on.
Black man against black woman.
And like it shouldn't be like that. It should be us against them.
Yes, I agree.
But I just like there's so much negativity going on out there. Like I just watched a clip from this podcast, Fresh and Fit, and I don't know if you've seen it. It was on. They did a thing on Shade Room where like they kicked out this girl, Asian doll.
Yes, I did watch that.
Yeah,
and he was wilding.
Well, I watched that podcast, and he's a different type of character. He's like military, ex-federal agent type. Okay, and he's one of them like, oh, I'm a man, blah. Yeah, but the the thing that I don't like is that there's a black dude on that podcast and like first of all, I feel like Asian doll was wrong if you watch the clip. Her and her friend were wrong.
We're having sidebar conversation.
Yeah. Right. That's like if me and you were recording and somebody's off camera and
it throws everything off.
Got you. The show is a mess, right? Right. I feel like he was in his right to say, hey, can you, and he did it politely the first time around. Yes.
Yes.
And then it got to a certain level because of the energy Asian doll brought, and she was kind of being rude and dismissive.
Right.
She's like, "Oh, you mean?" And we all know what that means, bro.
Yeah.
So like, he was right to whatever. I wish that he would just say, "Hey, could you just leave? If you're just not interested in the podcast, you could just go."
I just wish that it wasn't on camera.
It had to be. That's what I'm saying. They were messing up the show in the middle of it.
Yeah,
They do a live stream.
Yeah.
So where we could just edit that out.
Okay.
They're doing it live.
Okay.
So that's the problem where he has to address it there.
Yeah.
And get her out. But my thing is, we see so much of that energy of a black or brown person versus a brown person. Then the beef is there, and I think it's because the Asian doll and who she is. I think she's like King's Von ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, she's
rest
a
in
rapper
peace, Von.
too.
Oh, she rap?
Mm-hmm, she raps.
Okay.
Yeah, she raps.
So now she, that energy, black female Twitter is gonna come in and be like, yo, who's this guy talking to her like that? Blah blah blah. But for me, I feel like there's such an imbalance where we can't cooperate. It's like I want a place where we could talk.
Yes.
And guess what?
It's a safe space.
I'm a dude that's like, I'm gonna hold women accountable. I'm gonna be a certain type of way, and I'm sure you're seeing you're getting that energy from me.
Absolutely.
And I brought you on so that you can kind of counteract and balance my crazy male energy.
Yeah, because the word that you said was accountability.
Yeah,
we have to hold each other accountable, and you got to hold yourself accountable too. Mm-hmm. Like you got to know, like for her, when he said, "Yo, can you guys, stop with the sidebar conversation?" You stop with the sidebar conversation. To keep on going. It's almost like you're egging it on.
Correct.
But like I said, for his response, I just feel like it went from 0 to 10 real quick. So it almost felt like he already had some underlying issue.
Yeah, with women. Yeah.
With women, that was just something to help him go off on a tangent again. And it's like, bro, you got wildly disrespectful.
Yeah.
People lose their lives talking to people like that. You gotta watch who you talking to.
And she probably definitely had a shooter next to
or
to
she could be the shooter.
Yeah.
Women ain't playing. Women ain't playing either. Like. You gotta be careful when you talk, when you're talking to people. Yeah. But to see it on camera, I'm just like, y'all add into the narrative. Like you are talking.
Oh man, you hit the nail on the head right there.
Y'all adding to it. Like, yo, can we just stop recording real quick? Even though we live streaming, can we just cut it? Just cut it right now because we can't put this.
Correct.
Why put that type of content out and then expect people to support? I don't want to support nothing like that.
And you know what I feel is for sale right now is our chaos.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's been like that. It's on
sale.
It's been like that.
And like for me, sorry about that, but for me, we're friends. We've been friends for a long time, and like, okay, yeah, it's very different that we could have this conversation,
right,
and go about things, but there's no space where like, yes, two genders are having a conversation and we're just trying to learn from each other.
Yep.
So like, if it's saving, how do you save, and blah blah blah. It ain't like, well, I gotta buy my purse, I gotta buy my shoes, and I.
I think it goes back to for the culture. It's like that crab in the barrel mentality. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people come from nothing. So when you come from nothing and you gotta fight, like you've had to fight for everything you got, that's everybody's in fight mode. Yeah. So you don't know. You're not taught how to communicate. You're not taught how to exist around the opposite sex because based on your experience, they might not have been there for you. So now you're always in defense mode. Okay. So when somebody says something, like for her, she could have took that as an attack, or he could have took that as disrespect because of his experiences. Instead of checking yourself and saying, bro, you be coming off like that all the time. And then she's going to respond. The person's going to respond to you the way that you come at them. So it's kind of like we're feeding off of each other, but it literally goes back to the crab in the barrel mentality. Like a lot of us have it. And it's unfortunate that it's in the culture. Like you don't really want to see this. They don't want to see this. And we don't want to see this. Like we say, okay, yeah, I want to be able to da-da-da-da. No, but then when you get around somebody that's giving you that, you like, I don't want that. Like I want controversy. Okay. I want this content. It's like, nah, like we've had to live in controversy probably all our lives. The black culture has had to live in controversy since we came here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So why are we still fighting? Why are we still fighting? What are we fighting for? You get what I'm saying? Like,
but don't you? So I get what you're saying. Like there is a question and trying to understand like why are we beefing against each other? Yeah. I really think the media is the push against that beef. There are views and numbers and ads that go around that. I get it. And I don't know if it's gonna change, right?
Yeah.
But my thing is, let's at least counterbalance that with content that at least we can make.
Exactly.
Where positivity can be there, and if anybody wants to tap in, they can tap in.
Yeah.
Like for instance, Common, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Nas, you know, they have a J. Cole, Kendrick. They have a different style of music where sometimes it's uplifting, positivity in there. It has a message. But it's not the number one song. It's not the thing on the radio. But
it's not selling because it's not what mainstream.
But no, I would just even say mainstream don't even want that on the radio. That's what I'm saying. So they'll silo that, and then just be like, yeah, put 6ix9ine song on the radio. Stuff. Yeah, put WAP on the radio and all these type of things like that. So for me, I'm like, let's make a podcast where we could have that higher level of content. If people, and it's not, I don't even higher level. That was the wrong word. I just want to be a place where like, yo, we're gonna disagree.
Yes,
but we're gonna have difference of opinion in a healthy way.
Exactly. Like, and that's what I think people need to see. But the thing about it is, we gonna have our supporters because of who we are. But most people ain't gonna listen because they don't want to see that. They want controversy. They want me and you. They want me to be a man hater. They want you to be a woman hater, or they want me to be overly feminine. Yeah. And then you to, be the opposite of that. Like, but that's not. That's not how that's gonna be, because I'm not like that. I'm all about fairness regardless of who it is. Yeah. Like, so I'm not about to be a overly feminist. That's not me.
And that's why I want to put out there that there's a person that thinks like you. Yes. And there's a person that thinks like me in the world. Yeah. We're like, I think we're the two most unconventional people ever. Absolutely. Like the way I think, people look at me like, this nigga is crazy.
Yes. And the way that I think, when I talk to my girlfriends, they be like, bitch, you wildin'. Yeah. Because I would never. Again, that's me. Yeah. But that also goes back to me knowing, you know what I'm saying, to an extent, knowing me. And it's okay. We going to have a difference of opinions. You might like certain things and I'm not going to like it. That don't mean that we gotta do this. Like, we don't have to do that. It's like, all right, cool. That's fine. You like that. I don't. And call it a day. But the culture likes toxic. That's what they're glorifying now.
I think the people that control the culture, because I don't want to say we like toxic, right? I want to say that we're like, when you go, even if you open your Instagram feed, you see it. All the time. It's pushed. The algorithm pushes it because it's saying this is what people made. Like, Shade Room is gonna post the most crazy thing that happened.
That's why I had to unfollow the Shade Room.
But what about the good things that happened this week? Yeah. Like, why is that not being picked up? And I noticed
a lot of celebrities say that too. When you see them comment and they say the vlogs always pick up the negative, but y'all not talking about the positive things that I'm doing. Yeah. Like, y'all always want to put
baby dad problems and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
It's clickbait. Like we said in the first episode with the Jada Pinkett thing. That was very much clickbait. Yeah. They chopped it and screwed it. But when you listen to it, that's not what she said.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So they're going to put it out there and market it that way because they want people to come click, read, and do all of these things. And then when you go do the research, you're like, that's not even what she said.
That's not what and then you got these talking heads that just speak for everybody. Like, yo, you're not speaking for me, bro.
Who told you that you was the spokesperson for black people?
Yeah. And it's not even that. They just put these people up. Like, yo, Cardi B does not speak for everybody. Meg Thee Stallion don't speak for all black women.
Right. They don't.
You know what I'm saying? They don't. And shout out to them in their lane, but they're only individuals in the pool of women that we have.
And I think that they forget that these celebrities are individuals and they're humans.
Right.
They're humans. So
and then you know what's even crazier? There's a white Cardi B. There's a black Cardi B. There's an Asian Cardi B. There's a Latina Cardi. There's the same girl in these different pools and y'all don't bring none of them up.
None of them.
This white girl's acting crazy. All over the place.
Crazy.
But the thing that they don't promote is, white men and black women, white men and white women are at odds with each other. No. It's nothing but just us being at odds with each other. I just want to be like, that's not how it is, bro.
I almost feel like it's we're the clowns in the circus. Ooh. So you get everybody else is the audience. They're coming to watch us. And that's what they're doing. Like, when you take like blackface and you look at all of that stuff and how they made mockeries of us, they're still doing it now.
Just using us for real.
Exactly. Just using us for real. We're the clowns. The audience, our counterparts and whoever else is the audience. We're in the circus. So this is what they're doing. Oh, we know we could do this and pin them together, pin them against each other, and we're going to get a spectacle of a show. Yeah. And we fall into it every single time.
Well, you know what we're gonna do here is
we're changing that narrative, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna get all that. Y'all not getting all that.
I mean, I'm gonna give them some spice.
You gonna get spice. Oh, of course you're gonna get spice, but you're not about to get me arguing and fighting with my brother. You're not gonna hear my brother disrespect me on. You're never gonna hear that. Nobody that comes here is going to do that because that's not.
And I wanna just promote just black dopeness, man.
Yes.
Like, you know,
black
if we can,
come on.
But we have to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we got a good, I think the generation, all my friends dope. All the people that I follow, the people I graduated with were all dope. And I just want to take this podcast to highlight them and then inspire another group of people. Exactly. Because we was all in one goddamn room playing NBA 2K, eating crap from Rutgers Camden Cafe. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And being dope with each other, pushing each other, inspiring each other. And without that group, I wouldn't have been this. Yeah. So now why not expand that dopeness to kind of inspire everybody else?
Give them a platform. Let's make a platform. Let's make a different platform. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're trying to do, yeah.
And I realized I saw that I was just reading before I got here that the black people are hating on podcasts. They want to get rid of them. Oh. And they're just like, oh, because now all of a sudden everybody want to get a podcast and everybody know what they talking about and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, y'all hate on everything. Yeah. Like, if you don't want to listen to it, don't listen to it.
Yeah. That's what I'm about to say.
Don't listen to it. If you don't like podcasts, don't listen to them. But don't sit here and say, okay, we need to ban podcasts because y'all really taking advice from people that ain't relationship experts. The experts that you are going to had to start somewhere. They ain't even it's just ridiculous.
Who's that guy who the expert for Jason who? That guy that got caught. He was married.
Dang, what is his name?
Jason something or whatever. I forgot that.
The black guy, right? Yeah. I remember him. I never knew who he was until they put it out there.
They want to talk about experts and all that thing. It's like no one cares, bro. Like, people are gonna listen to my podcast because they like my personality. And if you don't, comment, hate, subscribe to my Patreon, do something, just give me this bread. You know what I'm saying?
Like, right. Give me
you know, I'm inviting it, but even if they ban it, we're gonna switch to something else. Yeah, like, I'm not stopping trying to inspire others. I'm not gonna stop. So whether it be like we do it on YouTube, we create our own goddamn website, people subscribe to us, it's just gonna get bigger.
It's gonna
you know
get
what I'm
bigger.
saying?
I'm like, y'all really just be hating on
they have to though.
But no, you don't.
They have to.
But you don't.
They're haters.
Like, you don't have to be a hater.
Yes. They're haters. What else will they do?
Goodness gracious. I'm like, y'all really, I swear to God, sometimes my culture
some podcasts are bad though.
They are, yeah, that's true. And that's understandable. And I think that this is the lane that a lot of people are going to now, but that's just like all them lash texts. Ain't nobody saying nothing about all the lash texts. Ain't nobody saying nothing about all the hair vendors. Ain't nobody saying nothing about none of that. But as soon as black men or women or whatever, want to get a podcast, now all of a sudden it's like, oh, da-da-da.
But you know what I love? That so they're going to promote it, that they hate it, but there's such a low barrier to entry that they're mad about. Mm-hmm. That we can communicate to each other. Yeah. So like, even when you talk about some of the slave hymns or the drums that we used to hit, because we had to communicate with each other, and that was the only way we can get across and get this message to other people. Yeah. So now we got the podcast. We don't got to go to BET Network or all these other white networks. No. Now there's a place where I can talk to all y'all on my phone.
We're in the comfort of our own home.
I could tell y'all to be debt free on my phone.
Right, and whether you listen or you watch it's on you, I don't care. I'm still putting it out there. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, they wildin'. So miserable.
But no. But I don't want the message to be missed is that now we can get on a vibration where we can start helping people.
Right.
We can start helping people. We can start saying, yo, you know, just talking about your 10K saving. Some other mom is looking at it like, damn, that's good. Let me try to match what you guys are doing. And then we could just check in and hold each other accountable and doing that type of stuff. That's a drum rhythm that's going out.
I'm like, y'all just listen, guys. We about to be great. This is only the beginning. This is a little pebble in a big
bro, even like the way that I'm even trying to invest in real estate, and the real estate's the hot thing now. Everybody talking about real estate. To me, I understand it. I get the numbers. It's something that I can see. It's tangible. That's why I'm in it. But now when I talk to other people and they get inspired by real estate and they do the stuff, like we got couples in like me and my wife's circle closing on houses. Dope. I told you, me and my boys, landlords in a group chat, Dope. Landlords.
I love it. Love to see
Why
it.
not expand that? I can't wait till you a landlord.
I'm trying to be a part of that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to be a part of that.
So my college boys, I can't wait till they landlords and they got land and property.
They on their way.
Why would I not drum and tell them, son, this is the wave to go?
Kadeem is building an empire, y'all. Just be on the lookout. Like he's building an empire.
It's coming, but like I can't like go back to the crab in the barrel mentality, right? Let's say I was a crab that came out. Yo, I'm climbing back to the top, and I'm risking it. I'm gonna hold on, and then you climb on top of me.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. And then now we getting people out of the barrel.
That's what we're supposed to do, but that's not how it goes.
But
you get what I'm saying?
I refuse to let that happen. I refuse to be out of the barrel, and now I'm like, oh, we got everybody to the ocean, bro.
Yeah.
We still got all these people in here. Now, granted, there's gonna be some people that try to pull me down. There's gonna be people that like, yo, I ain't gonna. Yo, this barrel is dope. I love the barrel. I get it, bro.
Right.
But I'm just here for the people that want to come out.
Exactly.
I'm here for the people that want to be debt free. Tired of being broke. Tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Tired of feeling like they got despair.
Yeah.
Taking depression pills and all this type of stuff. Can't find a girl. Can't find a guy to be with. All of these single people, and we can't find each other.
Yeah.
All this money that's out here, and we can't get money.
Right. And I feel like I'm here for the women, the insecure women, the women that battle depression, like really bad, and even moms, single moms, whatever, co-parenting, that stuff people don't talk about because y'all think it's unhealthy. No, we can talk about that. We're going to change that. We're going to change this. Oh, niggas ain't. We're going to change all of that because not every person is like that. And a lot of the times it's like, if you're not aware of yourself, that's why you projecting your own shit on somebody else.
Exactly.
That's not. We're going to change that.
Yeah.
We're going to stop that. We're going to have these uncomfortable conversations, and we're going to have them in a healthy manner.
Yeah.
And if you listen, you listen. If you don't, you don't. That's cool. You just missing out on some dope content.
And then guess what? We're going to have these experts that come in.
Yes.
We got people who goddamn PhDs, lawyers, and all this type of stuff. So there's more and more to come.
Yes, it is.
And I just can't wait. But
I am excited.
Grow with us.
Yes.
Grow with me.
Yes.
And take these shots. But we're not done yet.
We're not done.
Because we got to get into some heat, right?
Yes, we do. Yes,
all right. So first of all, shout out to Issa Rae. Insecure is over.
It is.
It's done. I thought it was a great show.
Yeah.
Shout out to Larry Wilmore, Issa Rae.
Yes.
I was religious in watching the show.
Really?
Yeah. Cause I liked the dry humor sitcom type stuff.
Yes.
So it was an interesting ending.
So what from what I've seen?
Yeah, I mean she went back to forgot Lawrence. She went back to Lawrence and my girl who's a lawyer. Why can't I remember these names?
Amanda Seals?
No. Her lawyer friend. I forgot it.
Beautiful brown skinned woman. I can't remember her name either, but I know who you're talking about.
I even forgot her character's name. But she gets married to a lawyer. Okay. Right?
Okay.
And their dynamic was so crazy on the show because it looked like he hated her, and then she was trying to work but they went on some conference or whatever, and then boom, they started flirting each other. And fast forward, they get married. Lawrence goes to the wedding, and I'm just like, huh. I was sitting there like, yeah, that's
in the real world.
Way to button that up. Way to leave no stone
tie
unturned.
Up those loose ends.
Yeah, I mean, I wish real life would work like that.
Yeah. I agree. So I didn't watch it in its entirety. I used to watch it, but I haven't watched it. But I saw that part, and they're like, "Oh yeah, they got back together," and I'm like, okay, sometimes it works like that.
Yeah,
after time and stuff, but most of the time,
yeah, you just got. I like the clean breaks. It's like I never had like a stint where it's like going back to that person. So that was interesting to see that. But I do appreciate showing like the mixed family growth thing because Lawrence did have a baby and Issa kind of being mature to handle that situation because that should never be a negative for anybody to go into. But it was dope nonetheless. Now there's a void. So there's a new show with Megan Good called Harlem.
Oh, I watched that.
What did you think about that?
The whole thing.
I watched the whole thing too.
I was annoyed with was it Megan's character? I think she started she was talking. She was used to get on my, like, she was getting on my nerves because I'm like, girl, you talking yourself into a goddamn tizzy. You're doing a lot.
So can I tell you that show? First of all, I love seeing just black women on TV.
Right.
It looks great. I wish that to the core. Like, if I could get some money and be successful, I want to make a black male show because there's nothing out there like that.
Husbands of Hollywood. Was it Husbands of Hollywood?
Man, that was like a second. It was funny.
But that was great.
But I want to be like, yo, what is it like to be a black man somewhere? Like, we have no show to relate to, you know? But, you know, you black women, thank you. You guys are leading the way in giving us, you know, the opportunity to get there. I just want somebody dope to step in and give us like a show. But Harlem, to me, shows sometimes how women love self-sabotage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I could not believe, first of all, how she ran back into her ex, is questioning the fact that does she still like him, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. We all knew it was going to happen. It was so predictable that, you know.
And the thing about it is she knew she still loved him.
What does love have to do with it? Stay away from this guy.
Yeah, but again, when you're like, she wasn't over him, and because she feels like she dropped the ball, she feel like he was the one that got away. So that's it. That's why she acted like that. Like, yo,
she let him go.
I know. I understand that she let him go because at that time she probably thought it was the right thing to do. And then you sit back and you like, now you see him move on with somebody else,
and then you want to be ridiculous and toxic and come back into man life.
It's crazy. But hold on.
Don't come to my mom's house, dog.
But hold on. We're not going to act. We're not going to just talk about her like she was the only one that did it. He was being toxic too. No. Yes.
When she ran into his mom, and she invited her to the retirement party, don't come to my mom's house. Why are you at my mom's house? Because you know what you're sending me? You're sending me vibes that you want me to talk to you. You want me to try to get you back. That's what you're doing.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't have gone to the mom's house.
So you say.
But it depends. Okay, so let me be
y'all women, yo.
Let me be clear. If I have a relationship with your mom, like out, and not like a crazy relationship, because I know some people think that you should cut all ties and blah, 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 whatever the case may be, whatever. But if I have a respect for your mother and your mother says to me like, oh, hey, I would really like if you came, this, that, and the other. I would say to his mom, you know, you might want to check with your son first to make sure he's comfortable with that. And then we go there.
Yep.
Now, if he's okay with it, now that's the green light. I'm coming there. I don't care whether you speak or you don't speak. I'm not expecting anything of you, but I think that goes back to in the beginning, you have to be aware of yourself and are you over him? Are you going there with the intention because you want him to talk to you? Or are you going there because it's like, all right, cool,
so
I'm just going for his mom.
And honestly, the mom said he wasn't going to be there, which was like...
Exactly. Dude, so she's like, okay, cool. Yeah. She wasn't thinking he was going to be there. So because I feel like if she knew he was going to be there, she wouldn't have done all that. You just don't. But the show itself was just like...
Let somebody's dad tell me like, yo, you want to go hunting? Bruh, this is not the thing, man. And then
your daughter are over.
How do you even build such a relationship with somebody else's parent like that?
Yo, you be surprised. Like sometimes some parents like... they like the person and outside of them being with you. And it's just like, yo, mom, dad.
Yeah.
You're making it awkward.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, it's weird. Y'all got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if I pop up over here and that person is here, how does that work? Like, you can't. So I think the parents have to learn how to, but I think parents also be knowing when their kids are going to when somebody is for their child. So they kind of
right. They know what they like for their child.
They be doing So they be trying to keep people in the tuck so that in hopes that y'all get back together.
On, man, stop all that.
Come on, stop trying to play matchmaker.
That was crazy. But you know, going back to the self-sabotage things, I just kept seeing things where it's like, and I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. The actress girl blowing up on the set of the Get Out the musical. Right. That was crazy. Yeah. And spoiler, all this other type of stuff. If you haven't seen the show, go watch it. Harlem. It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. So now, only like 8 or 9 episodes. It's not long.
Yeah. And each episode was like half an hour, which I love. It's like, I'm not dedicated to this whole thing.
Right.
But now, you know, she just kept messing up that opportunity, right? Even at the end, when they were gonna go out, and then she sent that letter to somebody who says you can't do. I'm like,
right. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot of self-sabotage for women, and it even the other girl, the light skin, what was her, Quinn?
Yeah, the one, when she had the stripper boyfriend.
Yeah, and I'm like, she did a lot of stuff. she sis was just like, but again, when your goal is a relationship, you just, because that was her goal. She wanted to be married. She wanted to be in a relationship.
So she got the relationship. So if you even remember the show,
sabotaged it.
She was in the executive relationship with the dude.
Yep.
Then we don't know what happened with that. Yeah. And then now she's with the stripper dude.
Yeah. That has a kid.
That looked like it was going to be something. And then now you with the pretend AOC.
Yeah. I was like, this is a lot. I'm like, but this is what we do. This is what we do.
She blatantly cheating on the stripper dude. Cause you know what pissed me off too? That they didn't talk about? Okay. So her friends know she's with the stripper guy.
Yes.
Then now they're promoting her to be in a little lesbian situation with the AOC character, right? Yeah. Nobody says, girl, treat that man good. Let him. So are we at the stage of just like, if he ain't about it, you just date whatever?
I think it depends on your friend group, but most women probably feel, I think most women are of the mindset where they're just like, that nigga probably cheating anyway, so do you, sis.
It's like that.
And I'm like, yeah, it's like that. Like, that, you know. And again, because it was a woman, they're not thinking that's cheating either. Because some guys wouldn't look at that as cheating. Okay. They're like, okay, it's a woman. My girl like a girl? Oh, my girl got a girlfriend?
Just behind his back like that?
All right, bet. So when he find out, he not really going to be mad because it's a girl. But if it was a guy, he would absolutely...
But that don't make it okay. She has feelings for the chick.
I didn't say it was okay. But if you're of the mindset of the way men kind of caught the whole girl on girl thing, they're not going to be upset about that. So you're like, okay, well, I could, have my cake and eat it too, because it's not. Is it really cheating? Because it's a girl, regardless of whether I have feelings for her. It's a girl. It's a girl. But women typically, yes, they'll have that conversation where they're just like, some women. I'm not going to say all. Some women will have that conversation where they're like, do you, sis? If that's what you want to do, because people, at the end of the day, people are going to do what they want to do. So I could sit here and I could tell you like, oh no, you want to, he's a good guy. Why, what is making you make that decision to do this to him? But
or just call him and tell him it's over.
Or do that too. But again, when we flip it on the flip side, men do the same thing. Men will cheat. They not about to go and stuff like that. Yeah. They're not about to go tell you like, yo, this ain't working, so I don't want to cheat on you. I'm gonna just leave you alone. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna cheat on you. They're gonna drag you through the mud and they're gonna cheat on you.
It's not cheat on you. Like for example, I would say we are not boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay. Somebody specifically asked me, are we exclusive? And I will say no.
Right. That's fine.
Am I cheating?
No, because
so then why is it when
but everybody is not like you. You know that. Ain't nobody saying we not exclusive. Niggas be acting like they in whole relationships with girls until
you're right. I'm not gonna act like that does not happen, and that's bad.
They get caught cheating, then they're like, well, we wasn't together anyway.
That's wrong.
Wait, what? We wasn't together, but you wasn't here. How are we now not together because you decided to cheat? We're only together when it's convenient for you. But when it's, when it's inconvenient to me, that's when it's like, yo, you wild.
But you know why that is, right?
No, why?
Because nobody would like rock with us if we said, yo, like to me, I got to a point where, and it was like later in my age where I was like, if you don't want to be with me in this type of situation, then okay, that's fine. We can move on. But back in the day when you were like a little bit more insecure and younger, you want to keep this shorty around. It's like, let me just tell her the lie to make her feel good and all that type of thing.
Yeah, but they still doing that.
But if you say it to her and she don't accept it, and then she leaves you, now you kind of shot yourself in your foot.
No, but you really didn't. Listen, this goes back to that question of giving somebody the right to make a decision. Yeah. When you bring that up to her, let her make that decision of whether she want to deal with it or not. If you say, look, I'm not really looking for nothing right now, but I like you, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to go, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want us to be exclusive. I want you to still be here. However you going to cut it, whatever you going to say, you give somebody the option to say whether they're going to deal with it or not. When you don't do that, and then you bring them into this situation and have them thinking that it's one way, and then you go cheat, and they looking like, well, why would you do that? You like, well, we wasn't together in the first place. We wasn't? But we was doing everything like we were together. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. And that's why I like where women are at now. Like you guys will be upfront and no, not that. Because y'all savage all wrong. Y'all need a savage workshop. Y'all be having niggas looking crazy. Taking niggas' money, having a social security number, all type of, yeah.
But
what I'm talking about is, I like how sometimes women are like, sir, first of all, here's the questionnaire. Are you in a relationship? Does somebody think that they're in a relationship with you? Like, I like that little rundown.
If y'all ask those questions, I swear to God, y'all gonna be single because yes, 9 times out of 10, somebody thinks they're in a relationship with that man. 9.5. I'm going to go and say 9.5 times.
I see where that could be confusing.
A girl is going to think that she is in a relationship with you, especially if you guys are doing relationship things.
I like doing relationship things. I used to like doing relationship things.
And I get that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there is no clear communication amongst men and women when they're dealing with each other because I think everybody's so used to doing all of these things. Like, we're just now learning that there's a separation between being a wife and acting like a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a thing like being a girlfriend and acting like a girlfriend. But if this is my personality, if my personality is to cater to whomever, male, female, whoever, friend or not, now you're telling me that I can't be myself because it's throwing off and it's making you think that I'm saying we're in a relationship. No, this is just me. Yes. So again, you're dealing with somebody. 9 times out of 10, that girl think y'all in a relationship.
Why does she think that?
Because y'all are doing relationship things.
We never said that, though.
You didn't have to. A lot of people don't say a lot of things now. It's just literally you go into it and it's like, okay, we ain't say we was in a relationship, but we in a relationship.
No, we not. We not in a relationship. You know,
we're
back
not
in
in a
the
relationship.
Day, we got to go back like in school days.
You know how you used to get the check box? Will you be my girlfriend?
Yes or
yes, no, maybe.
That's how we have grown up on the preschool playground on that.
But somewhere along the line,
when did it change from the checkbox?
I don't know. Somewhere along the line, it changed.
Y'all just made a gray area like, well,
it's not y'all.
He dug me out, so
no,
he took me to Ruth Chris. So.
And niggas will say the same exact thing, like, yo, Shorty did this.
Yeah,
this,
what did Shorty do? Let's put Yaaz on the spot now. What did Shorty do to make you feel like that he was your boyfriend?
Shorty snatched his soul, and now this nigga think
that's she spent your money.
No. But did she? You gave it to her.
I paid your rent. I thought we was together.
Exactly. But you gave it to her. Y'all be quick. That's how y'all. That's like y'all love. Like, I'm gonna spend money. You might not, but the vast majority is. It ain't tricking if you got it.
I was never author of that song.
I'm just saying.
I don't subscribe to that.
The vast majority be thinking that, and it's like, yo, like if y'all have clear, concrete, like expectations, boundaries, and stuff like that, the signals can't get crossed.
But we need to bring back the checkbox.
We do. I'm all for it. I like stuff like that. Ask me. Don't tell me. Ask me. Let me tell you whether I'm in a relationship with you or not. Ask me. And will you be my girlfriend? That stuff is cute. Not just this whole we gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Go along with it, and then it's like, all right, if I get mad at something, you like, but you're not my girl anyway. That's the first thing they say. You ain't even my girl. Well, thanks for telling me that, because I didn't know that. You know, so it's tough.
No, the show was really reflected to see
it
like
definitely was.
Probably girls that I have dated in the past, and also seeing like how y'all think. And like I said, thank God you're here on this podcast because it'd be a male dominated thing. Like I'm really starting to understand like, oh, this is where that thought could have came from, and this is how
it's almost like the mixed signals thing.
But we don't know.
Right.
Men don't know.
But then when we bring it to your attention, like if
look, I'll give you an example.
Go ahead.
I like to cook.
Right.
I can make a crazy dish, and then a girl be like, "Oh my God,
you know how to cook."
I ain't never had a man cook for me.
Yeah.
Does this man really like me?
Yeah.
Instead of putting it in your brain, you should probably communicate that and ask me, like, do you do this for everybody or whatever?
But
and
then when you start asking questions like that, it kind of throws the mood off too.
Yeah, and then I probably wouldn't date you again.
Then you're gonna be exactly. Then I'm like, what you mean? Do I do this for everybody? Like.
You're a little psychotic, and
then it's like, all right, I was just asking because I'm not used to it. So before I jump off the hinge and say, oh my God, you really like me because you cook it for me. Are you cooking because you genuinely just cook? This is just something that you do.
Yeah.
Or are you doing it because it's like I'm that special to you?
Or
like,
we could just take it as let's just enjoy the experience.
That too, you can.
That's all I'm saying.
But when
why is it always a thing? A thing is a thing. A thing is an uncommunicated
thing. Because when you're
thing.
not used to certain things, and you get that when you're used to
yeah,
trash,
we gotta stop that.
When you're used to trash or being treated like trash or doing these things, and you get a glimpse of something that's good, you tend to want to hold on to it. But at the same time, we don't know how to take it, so we end up self-sabotaging or messing it up because we're not used to it.
Oh, it's stressful, man.
It is very stressful. It's very stressful. But, I think the more people start to become aware of themselves and aware of those things, you'll be able to have those uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah.
And figure it out.
It is amazing, man.
But just go back to the stop thinking that, or women, stop assuming that somebody is your boyfriend or your girlfriend because of XYZ. No, ask them.
Why don't you
what
just
are we doing?
Assume,
no,
baby.
When you assume, you make an ass out of yourself.
Assume, baby.
When you assume,
want to be my. Come on.
Assume, you make an ass out of yourself.
You can be your girlfriend for today.
What?
I could be your boyfriend for today.
Okay, so you're my boyfriend for today, and then tomorrow we're not boyfriend and girlfriend.
Look, you know my philosophy. Burn it all down, anarchy, and we all love each other. Burn it up.
This is crazy. But
Yo, it's been a Shot of Discourse, man. What a
Yes.
lovely episode.
Yes.
Shout out to Yaaz for coming through again. It's been your boy DebtFreeDeem, and salute to you on the 10K goal. We're gonna keep track of that.
Yes, we are absolutely gonna keep track of that.
Guys, I'm gonna try to be as honest as possible, trying to be sober this January.
I'm gonna hold him accountable.
Hopefully I succeed.
He will succeed. You'll be
Hopefully
fine.
I succeed.
You'll be fine.
But look, man, we'll catch y'all. We'll catch y'all next week. Please, if you have not done so, subscribe. On YouTube. Comment. Get on us on Apple. Get on us on Google Podcasts. We on Spotify.
Yes,
Follow us wherever you can.
Yes.
I know it's a lot of platforms, and it's very confusing for me.
And we're both on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok.
What's your Instagram?
My
Throw that out.
Instagram is Simplistic Beauty.
It's hard as hell to find you. You spell that weird.
Yeah, because I spell it weird. So it's
I'll try to put it in the notes or something.
Yeah, you'll just have to put it in notes. It's SMPLITSCBEAUTI.
Already don't know.
So whatever. But whatever. If you find him because he's easy.
DebtFreeDeem. Very easy to spell.
He's very easy. Then you'll be able to find me too.
Yep.
But we'll make sure
I'll put it in the show notes and everything like that.
So
but guys, you guys have a good one. Stay away from Omarion.
Be safe.
Yeah, be safe. Be blessed. And take a shot for me. I'll holler at y'all, man. It's been a Shot of Discourse.